Hello everybody, Smith here. Welcome back to some more City Skylines and welcome back to our little city of San Anvíl. I've just noticed there's a little dumpster there. That's a nice little bit of detailing there. Anyway, what were we doing? Yes, previous episodes we have been starting with the next section of our city centre there. Between episodes I went and wrote a great city. I think I'd dream if I didn't know otherwise. Well, thank you very much. Let's just pause the game there. Between episodes I went and gave my city a good thorough looking over, saw there were a few errors that needed correcting here, there and everywhere, and then I went to try and sort out some new mods. Before I did that, I loaded up the game to have a look at a couple of things, and none of my mods loaded, and that was a palaver, and in the end I had to reinstall the game, and in the intervening period I've forgotten pretty much all the errors that I'd discovered because I didn't write them down. Yeah. Nonetheless, I still remember two of them, so that's something, I suppose. This roundabout, we redid this roundabout, and we didn't go through and redo the, the lane arrows in the appropriate places. How about here? I think we wanted something there, just so people do approach it in the right way. How about here? Yeah, I think I'm going to want people doing that. And over here, there might be something coming out there, so we might wait and see if another node gets generated there. Or I might have to put one in. That was one of the things I remembered. The other thing, what was the other thing? Over here. Yeah. There is this 2x4 block, and there was only one of those, it was only a 1x4 marked out for some reason. That obviously got overlooked. So hopefully something will grow back there and we'll take a little bit more advantage of the space we have. And there's also a gap there. Huh. Is that... hang on. That's... yeah, and if we demolish that, that should grow back as a 3x4. Again, slightly better use of that space. Is there any more whilst I'm here? No, I didn't want stuff to grow in that anyway. Huh. Now I'm getting paranoid. Anyway, today, yes, we have some stuff to take care of. Last time we finished off this this eastern end of the very first suburb we did. So we've been basically working on that since the first episode. So yeah, it'd be nice to draw that to some semblance of a conclusion. There's a little bit of stuff I want to do in this, the first part of our city centre that I developed. But first, I am going to use this part of the city centre to... we've got a little bit of demand, commercial and industrial, so I want to get rid of the commercial demand, and we're going to do it by getting some development going here. First of all, I think I'm going to want to reroute the power we are using to power this section. This will be temporary, because at the moment that's pylons running through our little national park, and that's not good. But now that that is powered via an alternate route, we can get rid of all of this, and that will make this development a little bit easier. And then I think what's going to happen is, yeah, this is all zoned in, so as the residential aspect, residential buildings develop through here, we should be able to just hook... in fact, they might already reach one of these pylons. We'll have to see. And that will get rid of that problem for us. So, for the commercial development, first of all, I am going to want to take a road out like that. We'll bring it up here. We're not going to want it to go all that way. And then I want a road coming off the very end of this straight section here. We're going to create a little bit of a box like that. Those squares don't line up. Why don't those squares line up? Why don't those squares line up? Oh, because this isn't lined up to the squares. It's... oh, God. Right, and that's messed up the nodes there, of course, hasn't it? Okay, let's take... I think that's where we want to bring it out. Let's get rid of that. Oh, Christ, this is going to be difficult, because it's not going to let me just take this across here, is it? No. Because that's going straight, and then... Right. Just memories of the other... I think, was it the last episode? I did a whole load of deletion just to move this road across by 1 square because of some mad reason that my OCD had put into my head. Right, get rid of that. Now let's curve this around like that. Are we all good now? I think we're all good. Lovely stuff. And then we're going to want some paths coming across here. You might have noticed some extra mods there, just some extra buttons there, and when I went into here we've got some more stuff. Yeah, I downloaded some, what's it, the expanded terrain editing thingy-majiggy. I can't remember the proper name of it. But yeah, that's going to prove useful a little bit later on. Is that one too far over? I think that's one too far over. Is that more like it? That looks more like it to me. So yeah, we are just going to stick some high-density commercial in there. Hope that takes care of that commercial demand. In the meantime, we also have industrial demand. So I am going to go here. We are going to do a couple of extra streets across here, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use all of these right now, but another one across there. That gives us some extra zones to, some extra squares to zone with ore industry. And I think we should probably start, yeah, commercial demand's dropping now. So let's get a little bit in there and a little bit in there. How's our garbage doing, actually? Garbage processing status is not looking good. Can we fit one in there? Oh, we're like a square short. I reckon... if we nudge these across a couple... we can fit another one in there. What do you know? Like that? Or like... yeah. Let's put it like that. That's going to make my OCD twitch. There we have it. So that's an extra garbage processing unit. Hopefully that should take care of that. We're already in development there, so that should start to nudge down the industrial demand. Nudging down the industrial and commercial demand should hopefully up the residential demand. The residential demand should mean this gets filled in, and then we can get rid of these extra pylons. Okay. That's the first bit. Over here. Now that this is completed, I want to get going with my plan for this section of the river. We are going to move these down here, and we are going to put a hydroelectric dam across there. Now there was the option to replace these with something even better. The problem I have with that is because I'm trying to keep options open to get both the Eden project and the space elevator. We need this building for the Eden project. You need 300 city service buildings. Each of these counts as a service building. Each of these wind turbines counts as a service building. So if I start amalgamating these into much fewer buildings, that's not really going to help me that much. So I'm still undecided as to what to do there. But for the time being, we can at least start moving these down here. And we are kind of getting to the end of our water, our fresh water and our sewage capacities, so we're going to need a couple more of these and another one of the water pumping stations. Yeah, so let's just get all these down here to start with. Okay, the last one. Let's get, as I said, a couple more of these. Okay, let's hook those all up. And we need to connect those up to the rest of the grid. I think we'll just take a water pipe along this road and hook that in there. I think we'll tidy up after ourselves. We don't need this section of water pipe here. Oh, Christ, they're going to need power, aren't they? There's nothing really down there for us to grab at the moment, so we'll just take a power line across. Can we not take a power line across there? Is that something to do with the angle? Oh, for goodness sake. Okay, let's just take something round there. That'll have to be a temporary solution, and then over here we also have freshwater demand, so another one of these to make our 6th one. The power should already be good for that. So just to double check, that's all working. There's one of them, there's the other one. And yeah, water availability and sewage treatment is already looking good. Right, so that water should gradually flow out and wash all the effluent out of this section of the river. In the meantime, I think we'll need to get on and build ourselves our little hydroelectric dam. Now this is going to be a pain in the ass. I want to build it sort of here across the base of this slope in the river. I want to get it so that little bit in the middle, you can see the bit that was... Oh god, it keeps moving. And I can't point to it on the screen with my finger because no one's going to see that. How am I going to do this? Across from there to there. Oh. Might need to use the terraforming tools just to raise that up slightly. And I've, as I said, I've installed some new... new terraforming tools. I can't remember what they're called. But... yeah, we'll utilize that to try and alter the terrain. I might edit this out because this might be, yes, might be a little bit of a learning curve going on here. Let's see what we can do over here. We're gonna do this. Let's do it right. I think that'll have to do. We'll sort out the terrain that end so it doesn't look quite so janky. In fact, we'll just... Okay, I think that looks a little bit better, and hopefully, yeah, that should start generating us some power. We're just going to leave it for a moment. Coming up here, this is nearly completed. Yeah, I did say I was going to use this road across the dam as a bridge, but I think we are just going to leave that be because it's not going to be up to our needs. What we are going to do, however, is bring... We'll need to upgrade this road. We're just going to bring another 4-lane running down here into there. I think we'll get it along to about there. And then we'll try and just bring a bridge across. Sloped upwards a little bit. I can probably go and sort that out a little later. Those arches look a little skew. If let's... What was the one we used last time? American 4-lane truss bridge. I think that's what we used for the other bridge, and that's, yeah. I think we may have to play about with levels there, but otherwise I think that's good. So that means we're kind of nearly done with this suburb. I mean, it's taken a long time, but I think we are just about done. Let's start trying to fill this in with some stuff. I'm going to bring you down there. Some space there. We can probably stick some stuff in. Yeah, let's do that. That gives us a little bit of extra... what you call it? Thingamy. Let's put you... Let's put one of you there. Let's put... What are you? Small playground. Okay, we'll stick another small playground somewhere over here. just like... No, let's move it across. Cut off some of the zoning squares, but it might give us a little bit more, more variety with the zoning, and we'll try and find a space for a dog park over here. There. Why not? And paths. Within this suburb, paths have kind of been very important, trying to cut down on the amount of traffic that's being used. So we're going to want to see what we can do. I think we're just going to freehand all of these. Take you out to there. And then into there. One that just comes across like that, I think. We're going to lose some zoning squares there, but I think that's worth it. And then for these, I think we just take one down from you like that. Where's the nearest path? There's the nearest path. One down there like that. And then this park, you can actually bring paths off of this park, so I think that's what we're going to do. One across there, and then one that just runs right across there. Anywhere else? Yes, there. Well, that's probably also a good place to put something in. Is that all right? Yeah, that looks decent. So now we just have to fill this in. And we'll do some stuff down here. I think we'll go down to there. We're doing high density. I think we'll do high density up to this bridge. For the rest of it, we'll just do ordinary low density. Do I want something in there, or do I just want to kind of tree that? I think I just want to tree that. And that's that suburb finished. My God, it's taken a while. Let's just check that the parks and leisure stuff is going okay. Still missing something over here, aren't we? Let's see if I can just... There's a dog park I can stick in or something. How does that... That makes them happy. How is this doing? 786 megawatts. 452 is our current requirement. And that is now, yeah, that is now hooked into our grid. So I suppose what I could do now, just bring a line along the riverbank like that, and get rid of that. So much this game is just deleting the power lines you put in there just as a temporary measure. But we now have our bridge across the river as well, which will prove very useful. In order to facilitate that being part of our actual road network, I want to bring something out of this roundabout that will ultimately join up with that. I don't want to go off in the direction it's going. I want it to sort of be parallel with this road, because I think that's more sort of follows the line of this coast. So how are we going to do that? Let's bring a road, turn everything back on, so it snaps to the 90 degrees. Then we'll want to brace the roundabout to stop it becoming distorted when we bring a new road in. It might nonetheless, because I have a nasty feeling we're going to need to delete that road, as we did last time. And we want to sort of just try and work out where we go in such that it would hit the centre of this roundabout, were it to just carry straight on. No, that's too far to one side. I think that's the best we're going to do. If I try and bring that in, yeah, it's just gonna... Yeah, why don't we do that? I will, as I suspected, have to demolish that road. Is this going to pull the roundabout out of shape? You bet your ass it is. Damn it all. And then we can just get rid of this that I was using as sort of a measuring device to make sure this was, in fact, parallel. Just to placate my OCD. Let's bring this across further than we'll need it, and then we can tidy it up once we're done. And then this 4-lane is going to come out of this a little way, and I think we're just going to bend it in somewhere here. Let's go halfway along there. Yeah, looks like a reasonably smooth curve, and then bring something out there, and we'll round about that. Maybe a bit further, just to make sure, well, we'll have more than enough space, but I am being a little bit paranoid. And then once we get that roundabout, yeah, we can start to see what we need to do. Let's bring this artery further out this way, because it's going to need to go there eventually. Do we need to sort out much with the gradient of this? Not for the moment. But okay, yes. People are actually going to start using that now. We've still got commercial demand. Sudden commercial demand. I have an idea, though. That's all been filled up. Are people just using this to turn around? Oh, yeah, it's one of those things. This is one of the things I think they were just... junction off here, people were just using it to turn round previously. Are all the... yeah. Where it needs, we've got the those lane arrows on there. People... I'm just going to turn the speed up and see how long it takes for us to get people actually using this. Oh, there goes some people. There goes some more people. Yeah, people are actually using this and coming across this bridge. Good stuff. I think we might maybe nudge this up a little bit. Bring that up a little bit. Looks a little bit janky. Might have to, yeah, might have to go and sort that because obviously the water level around here is much higher now. Yes, 752. We might want to actually redo the bridge and bring it across so it goes in there. Something to consider. But in the meantime, I want to crack on. Yeah, and start to sort out, because we're getting very close to actually completely finishing off this little bit as well. And to that end, one of the tools I downloaded was the aforementioned terraforming-y thingy tool. And we are just going to use... This has a sort of a sand tool, and I'm just going to use that. That's a bit too much. So we're just gonna go over there and undo a lot of that. That's causing little bits of grass to appear. I'm not completely opposed to that though. And it's just gonna make this look a bit more beachy. Especially this bit where I was sort of trying to do a bit of landscaping on the coast, and it just went a little bit... The sand didn't regrow, it just went muddy. If I get too far up here, that's going to start making that bit sandy, so I'm just going to... Not too fussed about leaving those little bits of sand there. I'm going to go under there, just to get rid of that sort of that muddy effect there. That looks a lot better. That looks a lot more beachy. And to that end, I think I want some beachy stuff. And I discovered this, tourism and leisure. There is quite a lot of, well, beachy stuff in and amongst here. So let's... Can I not bring you a little bit further on? No, I can't. Oh, these are actually 4x4. Can you put these anywhere? You can put these anywhere. It feels a bit cheaty to put them anywhere other than the beach, given that it's a beach volleyball court, but yeah. So I'm just going to stick a couple there. I have used the beach volleyball court before, then forgot about it, but I remember you get this problem with the sand. Can I kind of fix that a little bit? Can we smooth that out a little bit? No. We might just have to tolerate that. I'm also going to get rid of this little pier here. I think in the same section, and this goes back to what I was saying, is it that restaurant pier? Yeah. Let's get a restaurant pier going. Where do we want you? Let's have you there. It says you don't have a road going to you at the moment. What we're going to do is get just one of the gravel roads, bring you down there, and I think that should do. Yeah, it's lost its sort of not connected to the road sign. Just gonna, can we bring you down a bit? Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab you as well and just start to bring you down. Okay, that may be a little bit too far. I think that looks reasonably good. Okay, and we have something to replace that old broken pier. Up here, actually, they're a little short on leisure, so what I might do is we'll just go in and we'll stick ourselves a nice little fishing pier in there. Maybe opposite the little park there. Something like that. And then we'll do the same thing, basically. Let's use the Move It mod. Let's drag you across there. Orientate you a little bit better. And yeah, a bit of tidying up again. I love it when it goes nuts like that. That looks good. And that should have improved the... Yep, tourism and leisure there is fine. What else did I want to do here? While we're sort of on this side of the map, there was something... Where's the path? Is there a path that goes through here? There is. It comes across and cuts through down to there. Okay. What I'm going to do... So I'm going to put a crossing in there. And then opposite that, we're going to get a bridge that goes across. Let's turn on some of these. I'm going to take it across. It's already occupied. Okay, well, let's take one back in the other direction. Yeah, I want to get some... What in the name of all that is holy have you done there? turn everything on. Okay, I'm just going to leave there. Okay, because I want to get a little bit better pedestrian access to this zone, so we're going to have something coming across there, and I think something coming across a bit further down, maybe where this road meets. Let's take road guidelines off. Bring you across there, and there's another path that comes across there. I think you'll be perfect. Oh, will you stop it? Okay. Thank you. And then this is looking a little empty, so I'm going to go back into here. Marina, that's it. There's another thing, jet ski rental. Let's just stick a nice little marina in between these two bridges. Maybe have it opposite the little path that comes down there. And again, we're going to want a road that comes down. Again, we're just going to nudge you across a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. And then bring you down. Grab you. Start bringing you down. Just make this look a little bit more sensible. Maybe... yeah, lose that little artifact there. This has created a lot of crossings. I mean, here, I think we can get rid of the crossings. Because they've got one there and what have you. Maybe I should have had it opposite there. Doesn't really matter. I'm sure they're not going to worry that much. This one here, I think there were crossings anyway. Because of that junction there. Yeah, there would have been. And over here... let's get rid of that one, just so we don't overburn the road with the crossings. Okay, I think that's looking... what's wrong with you? Building is flooding. Oh, right. Huh. Maybe a little bit too much correction going on there. Okay, I think that looks good. I think we've boosted our little... should have boosted the tourism industry. And to that end, I think we're going to go and fill this in. I did say I had a plan to boost our commerce and hopefully take a chunk out of that demand there. And so that is the last little bit of zoning we need to do with this zone. Still some more tidying up that needs to be done. But, looking decent. Looking decent. We are getting more industrial demand, so over here I'm going to go and fill in those chunks I didn't do last time. We did water through all of that. Power, we have power. How's this little section of our city doing? Let's sort that out. Let's sort that out. And we'll, yeah, I mean, we don't care much if that's traffic light controlled. I do want to just double check. You can go through. You have to stop. Everything's good there. Yeah. So we have ourselves a new bridge. Should take, hopefully, take traffic away from. I don't know if it's going. It's a bit too far away to take traffic away from this roundabout, which is. Yeah, it's still looking busy, but I think we can just about cope with it. How's the whole garbage processing thing going now? It's back up to yellow. How's the population? 32,000. And our population has reached all the way around here. So let's pause the game. I think we can get rid of all that. Just get something over here. Plug you in there. And everything's good. Yeah, garbage issues there. And I think that's probably all we'll have time for. Oh, nuts. Our restaurant's flooding as well. No, is it gone? Well, let's not take chances. Let's just up that another one. And I think all is good again. Yep, that's all developing nicely. Still some little bits in there that can develop. That's not going to develop. Yeah, so everything is looking a lot lower than it was, all the demands. Everything I think has developed over here. It will, of course, gradually upgrade, gradually increase the amount of population it has. But yeah, it's kind of weird to think that that's the end of that little suburb, because they've been working on that for so long. Oh god, it's flooding again. Maybe up a couple more. Ooh, Italian. Nice. And of course everything is looking good over here. Yep, this water's looking clear now. This water is not looking clear. I don't know how I'm going to get around that problem of needing 300 city service buildings and then wanting to consolidate a whole bunch of them into much fewer larger buildings. Actually, this is looking a little. That's looking a little too clean, that edge. I want to get something in there to break that up a bit, but that will have to wait because, as I said, we're sort of out of time for the moment. So yeah, lots to get cracking with at a later date. But until then, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.